So guys, in today's video we're going to be learning on how to install RetroPie for the Raspberry Pi. So before we do anything, what you want to do is you want to grab your SD card out of your Raspberry Pi and insert it into your SD card adapter and insert it into your PC or laptop. As you can see, it is now installed. That's now inserted. So as you can see, we already have some stuff in here for Raspbian, which we don't need anymore. So we're just going to delete these files real quick, and we'll see you back when it's done. So guys, it's just finished. We are now going to go and download some files. So these files, I'll leave a link in the description to get. Basically, what you need to do is you need to run the SD card formatter. So we're going to run that. Yes. We just want to reformat this. We're going to call it boot for now, and we're just going to let's just make sure we've got the right card. We want to do recovery, which I believe is the right one, and then what you want to do is you want to click format. Press yes. That will now format the card to a boot format, which is good for if we want to use this. Just wait a couple of seconds and it will be done. So if you have an F32 card less than 64 gig or 64, so if it's under 64 gigabytes, that's all you have to do. If you have a 64 gigabyte card, you need to download this GUI format.exe. So if you have a 64 gigabyte or bigger, you need to run this. You need to run that program. Wait a couple seconds for it to work. So FAT32 format. We need to turn it into. So it thinks it's a 32, but it's actually 64. I'm going to name this boot and click start. It's now going to format everything on this and then close, and that is done. So what we have to do is you have to go to just type in RetroPie and go to the first one that comes up, which is retropie.org.uk. Move over to the downloads, and you want to download whatever one you have for your Raspberry Pi. I have a Raspberry Pi 3, so I'm going to download the Raspberry Pi 3 version. Now just wait for that to download. I already have it downloaded because it takes quite a long time to download. So I have the RetroPie thing. What you want to do is you'll unzip it and the cart, and it will be there. So what you need to do is you need to go up here and type in Berliner Etcher. The link will be in the description. And what you want to do is you want to download for Windows, whatever version you have, download it, install it and run it. Once you've installed it, all you have to do is run the program. Wait for the program to start up. So this is what's going to turn your SD card into RetroPie. What you want to do is you want to select the image, so you select image. You want to locate where you unzipped your image for the Raspberry Pi RetroPie. The SD card. This is the SD card I'm using. It will be different to yours unless you have the same card, but it will look different. And then just click flash and it will start flashing. Run Windows command and there we go. It's now going to be flashing the card to whatever you want the card to. So it will now flash, and then when it's finished, you'll be able to boot it up into your Raspberry Pi and it will be sorted. We'll see you when it's finished. So as you can see here, we have the Raspberry Pi 3. It's not the newer model, it's actually the older model. It has a HDMI port, if I can show it. The Raspberry Pi, it's got a HDMI audio, a USB, and those pins are what you can install other things like remotes and stuff. Also the power is a micro USB. So down here, I actually have a USB splitter because it requires, it doesn't need more than one controller, but you can have a controller. I'm going to be using a USB splitter because I'm going to install multiple games that maybe required multiplayer. I also have a HDMI cable here, which is plugged into this monitor here, which is currently not on, but it will be on in a minute. That's just finishing up, it's finalising its results now. But basically, the screen recording of this doesn't actually work. So I'm going to be recording it with the camera here. So like, that's what the view is going to be, because for some reason the screen, it won't catch it. Right, anyway, so as you can see on here, it's finally finalised. We're going to show you how to install it. I'll show you how to boot it up on your Raspberry Pi. So basically, we're going to turn that monitor on. The monitor's now turning on. It's an Acer monitor, by the way. So basically, I've just disconnected my SD card from my laptop, which I'm currently using to record. As you can see here, this is the SD card we're going to be using. Now here, we have the Raspberry Pi. We are going to turn the Raspberry Pi over, and we're going to install it. One sec. Ow. Oh, I just need it. So we're going to install it into there. We're just going to put it in there, and it's in there. So basically what you want to do is you want to plug everything in first. So we're going to plug our HDMI into our HDMI port. We're actually going to be putting it underneath my desk because that's the most convenient place for it. One sec, let me just move this out of the way so that you guys can see what I'm doing down here. So what we want to do is we want to grab the power supply. It's currently just a bit tangled up, so let me just untangle this. So this is the power supply we're going to be using. It's a iPad charger, which with the micro USB port bit on the end. I'm going to plug that. I don't know why it's doing this for some reason. So we're going to plug that into here. Plug that into there. We're then going to plug our power supply into our wall. We're not going to turn it on just yet. We just got to plug in one more thing. For me, it'll be this thing. For you, it can be an Xbox controller, a PS4 controller, any controller which is used with a games console. I'm just going to plug that into here. That's now plugged in. And all we're going to do is we're just going to switch that on. And basically up here it's going to start to boot. As you guys can see, it's currently just rebooting and turning itself on. Now, I'm sorry about the sun glare. I will try to stop it. It's just booting up RetroPie. Oh. So guys, this is a normal RetroPie boot up. I'm just gonna go grab my Xbox controller real quick and we'll see itself from there. Do you have my Xbox controller? Yeah, I know. It's fine, don't worry. So guys, we're going to be using an Xbox One controller. This is exclusive of the Xbox One S. Anyway, going to plug that one in. So guys, as you can see, all we've got to do now is we've just got to do what it tells us to. So guys, we're going to go back and edit these ones now. So guys, we've just got to go up through all of these again. Oh, I know why. Anyway guys, so that's all of them now. What you've got to do is you go down to OK and press OK. It's just going to take a little second. There we go. And now it's on here and RetroPie is now installed. At the moment there's no games installed, and I'll do a more in-depth and show you how to install games on your RetroPie. If you want to connect to the Wi-Fi and that, you can do it from here. You can just go to Wi-Fi and connect it all from there. So I hope you enjoyed this one. Yeah, I'm just gonna do a real quick tutorial on how to set up your Wi-Fi. Select the country. So guys, we're going to go to the country real quick. We're in the United Kingdom, so we've just got to quickly go through this. So guys, I hope you like these videos, like the how-to and that, because all I want to do is insert I don't know the SID, to be honest. So anyway guys, there we go, and the Wi-Fi key, I've just got to plug in my keyboard to my Raspberry Pi. So as you can see, I've just plugged it. As you guys can see from that, my Wi-Fi, my things are now plugged in. I don't know what's happened there. So we're now just going to type in my password. I can't actually show you this part of the installation. So as you can see, it's just entered the password. It's just telling me that a bit of under voltage was detected, but that's fine. It's doing the last bit of information. It's just connecting, and the Wi-Fi is now connected. And now we're back in our Raspberry Pi, and if you want to know how to connect ROMs, I'll do that in a separate video, but I'll just show you how to connect your Raspberry Pi from your computer. So first of all, what you want to do is you want to go to whatever folder. You want to go to this PC. You want to go to either you can have a look for it in network, but it's probably not going to go up. So what you want to do is you want to go in here. You want to go // RetroPie, and you're now in the configuration files for your Raspberry Pi. So if you want to place games, you want to go to ROMs, and in here is where you're going to place all of your games. There's config BIOS and config files as well, but we're going to focus on the ROMs. We are going to install some games. What you want to do is we want to go to your internet. You can look for anyone you want to, but we're just going to look for Game Boy ROMs. I'll leave trusted sources in the description for like websites. So we're just going to download Pokemon Blue version. I haven't tried this game before, so oh wait, that's one thing we've got to do actually. So what you want to do is you want to look up ROM zips, because zip files are the only files that would work with this. Now, if I do actually have a trusted website which I use for my ROMs, which I will leave a link in the description. I'm just going to type in the link real quick. Here you can copy it, or you can go to description. Sorry guys about the long wait, it's just that this video was supposed to be quick and easy, but I forgot to do some things to it. So, some ROM websites will actually be blocked by your network, but my ones are not. You want to go to your download options, you want to go to zip, and you can download your own zip files. For the purpose of this tutorial, I'm just going to download the Atari links, which are just loading now. You can now close the website. No, you can't. You have to wait for it to download first, and then you'll be able to close the website once it's finished. So, Atari links. We do actually have Atari links on here, as you can see. It's nearly done. Once it's done, we can open it and move the files over. Go back to your Raspberry Pi, and then I'll show you what to do from there. It's just downloading real quick. Now, the bigger the files is, the longer it will take to download. So what you want to do, what I'm going to be doing is I'm just going to go copy, and drag them all into there. It's 86 games. It shouldn't take that long. And once that's done, we'll move back over to the GoPro, and I'll show you basically what's on the screen for the Atari, for the Raspberry Pi, and how you can get your games on there and ready to play. So the games are on there now, as you can see. We're now going to go back over to the GoPro, and I'll show you how to get it working. So guys, as you just saw, we've now moved all the files over. What you want to do is you want to click your start button. You want to go down. One sec guys, sorry, I'm just having a bit of issues with this thing. What you want to do is you want to go down to your quit, restart emulation station, and click yes. It's now going to restart your emulation station, which is what is running on here. You're now going to go across the links, and now you can play any game you want to on here. Now, one last thing I do need to show you before we go is if you click on Start, and you go to Scraper, we're going to go to the Games DB, Scrape Now. What we want to do is we want to do Systems, we want to do Atari Links, back, no, Start, and that will now give you basically pictures and that for all your games you have. As you can see, not all of them are going to work. As you can see, none of these are working. But that may be because of the website you're providing it from. You might want to change the screen scraper, Scrape Now, off, Atari Links, click Start, and that might actually work a bit better. So yeah, thank you for watching this video. There'll be another one released very soon about on how to do this better. And I'll see you in the next video, guys. Goodbye.